Hello. Welcome to I'm sorry, my phone's showing some sound. Welcome to my stream number 173. Um, Welcome. Okay. I just verified that I have everything set up properly because again today is a new setup, new place as you see. Um, but the same stream series, it's the late night talks with romantic developer. I remember where is my camera. So hello. Uh, we will be doing today the usual things. We will talk about some recent events, some recent news, some recent reflections, and look into some code, most probably. I'm recently worked on some of my code to move our E2BI helper to web as a web application. And I'm studying Docker and I'm see how it could be integrated in um, Azure pipelines to publish it in Azure DevOps pipelines to how to publish it to Azure and do it very smooth process. So I'd say I'm still working on that. And right now, so and it looks like right now it's support much more interesting capabilities than what ChatGPT proposed me. Let me show you very quickly. So I had something from my chat GPT-01. I resolved some issues. I need to enable some logs and so on to resolve all the issues. But right now I was able to execute and publish my Docker container somewhere in web. And if I hello create, yes, now I could edit. Let's change it. Test to test to create. Okay, no ability to edit. Create a new config. What about that? Yeah, looks like we don't have any ability to edit. So the only thing to edit is to go to our configs here and edit data. As you see, we have connected to our SQL database, and now we could probably call delete row and do some edits and do some tests with that. So yeah, it's working fine. So yeah, we are here, so we can execute similar things locally and the same thing in the web. I deployed it manually, and I'm trying to see how to build that pipeline. And I was really close to finishing it. They proposed me something like that, and in their steps they just use AZ command, which is basically managing Azure commands. But looks like they have Docker task now, and Docker task allow you to specify everything, including creating connection, service connection, to publish directly into the web, into the Azure. So yeah, should be good, except we need to use prod setup Docker. So yeah, maybe command Docker file, build context. So yeah, probably we need to understand how we could specify that configuration file if it's possible or not. Maybe we need to use some model which are more recent, like GPT-4. Okay, so what we are going to do, we can switch back to our code, which is more understandable now. And to do that, we can go here and run another version of Visual Studio Code, and it will open, yeah, more advanced, more common things which we used a lot previously. So what we can do here, we can basically run our live chatbot and try to communicate with that. For that, let's switch to our latest stream. Can stop it, and here we have our live chat. Maybe we can make it slightly smaller. Let's see. Okay, not as small, like that small. Okay, and let's start our chatbot. Probably now we could start it as in Visual Studio itself. So if in case it would produce any issues, we could immediately debug it. So for that, we just need to click on the live chat bot and go to the debug and execute it. Oh, we need stream ID. For those, let's go here and copy our like stream ID, execute it once again, insert, and let's see what's going on here in terminal. Okay, I'm just reminding that we have multiple additions to that live chat bot. First of all, we want to maintain context. Maintain context. So context of the whole chat, because right now it's introduced every chat as new. So what we see, it's connected and say, hey everyone, let's ask what are the most recent and excited news in the world. So because we build tools capability with our chatbot, now it could understand several tools, and one tools it can go and get all the news. Of course, it took some time here, but it would. Oh, what we can do? What we can do right now? Because we executed our streams yesterday, probably the same day. Let's look here in the news folder. So it's still 03. What we can do, we can remove those news. Okay, and we can ask the same question once again. So it will receive really the last news because, yeah, it's created file, and because yesterday we started the stream already today, it's preserved some news here in the news folder with the today's date, and that's why even not try to get the latest news from here once again. So you see now it's get some news, and as you see it's have not only news but some text, which is cool. It's all go to the context of the chatbot, so it could talk about any of this news. Um, let's see Let's see what it says today. Recent news highlight includes Trump securing the House Speaker position, aimed challenges, and tragic bombing incident in New Orleans, and a soldier suicide linked to PTSD in Las Vegas. Mm, okay, let's ask some question. What the question you could ask a streamer based on the recent news and recent streams? You know, looks like it should do several things. So it should, hmm, let's see, latest AI trends, especially regarding friends' ambitions to lead in AI. Really? Let's look here. So he tried to find 5 completed live streams. Okay, it's what it's replying to romantic developer. It's it's find information based on our 5 live streams and about friends. Oh, come on. Okay, let me ask that. Let me answer to that. Friends' ambitions in AI should follow solve other problems of that country, including their current political instability and securing good level of social defense of their population. Right now, there are so many problems in France. So, talking about uh, ambitions to lead AI, I'd say it's just funny. They need a lot of money for that. They need a lot of talents for that. And of course, they need more or less stable situation in the country. So of course, if they manage to solve all of those, um, of course, it's possible. But looks like they not leaders, but they following and not so good some leaders. So they broke their the relationship with multiple countries, including China, of course, Russia, and I don't think United States treat them as their greatest friend in Europe. So let's see. But I think it's just ambitions. It's nothing more. Maybe we could ask some more excited question. Let's ask about what you can ask a host taking into account all the recent news. So what if we will ask like that? Of course, it will get all the news once again. It would be here. So, and of course, it's said, okay, and it sends that question. Let's see what you can ask. You could ask. I ask ChatGPT, and you see it's replying me in third form, which doesn't show that it understands good. But again, because it's multi-step communication for ChatGPT, so it's returns that it's need to ask function, and then the function returns something. So it's how it changes the tone. Of course, we should work on that to make it more nice. So you could ask the host about Trump influence in Congress, the implication of the New Orleans attack, and the motivation behind recent violent incidents involving veterans. Okay, Trump influence, of course, would be big in on every stage because he got a good victory, and of course he will use it because he know how to use the benefits he got, and he has a lot of experience in that, so he will use it all. And in contrast, of course, it would be very not good decision to argue with him right now because he has the full power. So anyone who will argue with him will become not his best friend, and it's not good, of course. About implication of New Orleans attack, let's ask, what do you mean by implications of New Orleans attack? Can you be more specific? Let's see. Oh, will it will it understand that it's need to refer the questions? Application of New Orleans attack could include discussion on security measures, community resilience, and potential impact on local events and tourism. It could happen in every city, in any city. So it should be done exactly the same way as it could be done in some generic city. Of course, security measures should be improved, and we talk about it about on our last streams a lot. So, and I don't think it would have any great impact on local tourism or local events. If it would, it will just say other people who planning something like that or thinking about something like that, their action would be noticeable. And of course, it's not the message we need to send to those people. And of course, as I said, government agencies need to spend much more time and attention to such events and trying to prevent such events, of course. So let's ask, what are the great news in AI topic happened? Yeah, I love more how we worked previously. So probably we need to teach ChatGPT to ask some questions more nicely than it's now. Now, of course, it's more generic. It could use all the tools freely, but before it asked very specific question and it built better context, I believe. So we can try it once again. Mm, yeah, we can try it once again and see how it will work. What are the great news in AI that happened? And what's happened? Okay, now it's couldn't reply us because it's created much more it's create much more bigger replies than it could fit religious leaders in AI inside and several level agents. So what we can ask, tell me context of the greatest AI news in the last day. So let's ask context of the greatest AI news in the last day, and our board will reply us something. include religious leaders using AI in sermons, insights on 7 AI agents level, and AI system aiding doctors in suicide risk identification. Link for more. Okay, let's ask that. Tell me more. Using AI to enhance sermons, creating lifelike voice outputs. Read more here. Nice use of AI. Now, let's try to repurpose what we've done previously in our discussion starters. And let's try to execute it once again with our information here and see how it would be different from what chat could do right now today. So we have our test IPNB and we have here our not news extractor. We have, yeah, here discussion starters, generate questions. Um, Discussion starters. Let's go to generate questions. Generate questions. Okay. And we looking for load context. Prepare last streams. Okay, it's our last stream, and that is fine, fine, fine. Top stories token. And we just telling news extractor get general news, and it's return now like stream get general news. Okay, and format, probably we don't need any more format, so we just removing all of those, and we have general news row and AI news, I'm sorry, AI news row, and it would be returned for load context. And because we're trying to get general news, now we're looking for the file, so it shouldn't execute that file once again because we already have all those news, correct? Correct. So we'll look in load context. Let's see where we're using it. All news, generate questions, and prompt, build prompt. Okay, we reading our prompt and building it. Okay, it's should work. Let's try to use it. Oh, not defined. Let's execute everything on top. And now, oh, it asked me what? Continue, continue. Okay, okay. Where is my chat? Okay, we should return here. API chat completion not found. Oh, functions is not supported in this model. Generate questions. Prompt processor. Create chat completion. And we use generic. Configuration generic prompts. Okay. It's what we had before. It's our generic. Let's see once again. So initially, Google tried to find our credentials. It's fine. And we read, let's look about what we read. Actually, looks like I showed you not proper screen all this time. Okay, now you could see all my what actually I'm looking at. So let's look. Fetching Elastic's completed live streams. Okay, found local news reading. Found local news reading, and then we'll go into chat AI completion. Completion is not supported for this model. Ah, I understand. Looks like I understand. So we did some changes recently. We did some changes. And in the changes, we ask our create chat completion here. And now we build the model that we have function call and functions. So let's rewrite it here like if okay, and let's rewrite it like if our functions none. Yes, it's understand me perfectly. So that should work alone. And here, okay, and let's do the similar thing here. Is it use the same thing? Deployment name, yes. Messages, yes. Marks, tokens, okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. That's in heavy remove because, oh, looks like even having that not functions none, getting the model to throw some issues. Looks good. Yes. Okay. So let's go to our test. Nice that we don't need to get all the news once again. So we just can do something like restart and go and execute everything on the top and execute discussion starters once again. Oh, oh, nice. Right now we have already new day. That's why we getting all the news. So looks like we couldn't get all the news content properly because already new day. So okay, it would be mostly the same news. Let's come here, insert everything we had, and let's preview it. Let's hide it, and let's see what we received in that preview. So, reflections. Recently, a tragic incident in New Orleans highlighted a persistent threat of homegrown extremism in light of the recent events. How do you think AI technologies can be harnessed to enhance community security and prevent such incidents, all while balancing privacy and data? It's very, very, very hard question because I'm more than sure that AI technologies are used right now to analyze some user communication messages and so on pretty good scale because those technologies used even before, but they were not so smart as now, so and not so cheap as now. So I thought that right now models could be very could identify very clearly some threats, and it would be more and more complex to prevent models to identify that. So of course it should be used, and it's possible to use, and it should be customly trained to more and more purely identify the threats. And if person has any partners in that act, of course it would be easily identifiable because so many so many ways to listen to what he communicate to, including phone calls, including some messenger. If you think the messenger are not listening, you're completely wrong. They all could be listened. Technical question. You've been diligently working on refining your live chatbot to better interact. Okay. Binding our chatbot latest update. What innovative features and integration do you think could make it even more interactive and attuned to our community needs? Maybe something like mood-based response or personalized shoutouts. Mood-based response, yes. Of course, we will do that, but first we should make context. But looks like we will make context tomorrow, not today. And from AI News, religious leaders again. I came across an article about religious leaders using AI for sermons. Oh, sermons. What are your thoughts on AI stepping into such personal and spiritual roles? Do you think AI can truly capture an empathy and connections that human-led sermons provide, or it's crossing a line? Of course, it's crossing a line, but sometimes mm, let's define in simple word. Of course, it's crossing a line because who are religious leaders? It's like soul healers. They should listen and they should talk to person and not put the same role to AI or to any technology. If you put it to technology, I mean, it would be a loss for that religion, of course. Speeches given in religious settings, usually by religion leader, to teach, inspire, or motivate people about beliefs and values. You know, maybe it could be used to better refine your thoughts, but of course, it should be coming from you and it should be your thoughts, your feelings, rather than what AI prepared for you. Because today AI prepared for you one thing, tomorrow another, and after a few days, you go and would be fully AI adepts. Right now, it's not as uh, it's not a big fair to imagine that, but im- what could be in few days? I mean, in few years, who knows? Okay, so it's our live chat bot here. What we can do, we can go here and okay, let's start new chat here and let's ask chat use O1 and say, hi, I am writing a chat bot and here is part of it. Can we make it remember the context like all previous messages in the conversation? Let's see if O1 could provide us some help here. It's actually not complex task at all, but let's see. In your live chatbot, create a list to store all the previous messages. So conversation history. Let's do it very quickly and see if it will work. Oh, so let's stop current chatbot. Let's make it smaller and let's add those list. Mm, okay. So what would be the next? We need to modify handle message to use and update conversation history. We need to append new user message and build the request by combining. Okay. So here, okay, it's handle message. Let's go to handle message. And we start with adding the message. Role user content message. System message. Okay, messages, role system content system message plus conversational history. Okay, like something like that. Okay, call LLM visit messages. If it's function, call tools result. Inject the tool result back into conversation. Follow-up messages. System function full result. Okay, and messages plus response choices messages and follow-up messages and append final assistant response. Final response and we need append. Okay. Role assistant content final response choice messages content. Okay. And here as well. Else as well. Handling token limits. Truncation, summarization, that it. Yeah, looks like that it. So let's try to see if we solved our main goal. And for that, let's come here and copy again our video ID. Oh, we need some different interface. Hello. What is the first news of the day? So now it should read the news. Yes. Okay. Posted live chat. Bam, bam, bam. Today is the top news. And let's go here. Expected to be sentenced to unconditional discharge in his hush money case on January. It's nice. Um, so it would be nice to have elected president sentence before he take his cabinet. And let's say next. And let's see if it will maintain context and could go and read the new news, the next news. Next. Okay. I just didn't wait for long. Okay, re-elected. Nice. Okay, I'm mixing the chats. What about AI? So now it should understand that we are talking about news, yes, and should go and yes. And if I say another, okay, let's ask some more engaging story. Maybe something like what is famous? I don't know how to write Pifahor in English, so sorry. Surely it's not good, but it should now. Okay, and let's ask another. And if it's, of course, I understand that it's maintained in the full context because the Pythagorean theorem is used to determine, let's say, anything else. I made some mistakes, but let's see. So as you see, it's keeping the context and doing pretty good. So what else we could do with that? Of course, we could also include not only user interaction, but also we could include user information like user name or maybe user ID. So it could understand which user talked about anything, and it would be another addition. And of course, we need to provide a way for chatbots to reply on some longer answer. So it should return some list of replies, and we can support it and post it as several messages. Okay, but now we at least did something. So uh, congratulations to us with all that unexpected. Oh, okay. I lost in my cameras and my screens and everything. So yeah, mm, we have a few another small additions to our chatbot. We were able to communicate about some news and questions about my streams, about AI news, about latest news. So it's all was cool, but we understand that for chatbots, We need to implement few things like multiple messages, and then probably we could include another function which would sound like ask engaging questions. And it should go get all the context and ask some engaging questions, probably as multiple, probably as multiple messages in the chat. And yeah, it would be it for the chatbot. And yeah, maybe we will look into moderation slightly, but it would be already a good product, I think. Unless you have new ideas, some bright ideas, please share and we'll see how we could implement them. Okay, guys, as always, I wish you a good day, and more importantly, I wish you to build your own small island in your environment where you could rule and some good things could rule, like kindness, acceptance, love, and where you could provide your support, help, and warmth to your loved ones, invite to that small island of your heart and soul, and send that vibes to your loved ones and maybe to some other people whom you communicate with. Hopefully, it will change slightly, at least around you, that global bad influence of people who choose war, aggression, and non-negotiable state of things over the any wisdom, any peace. So let's hope the trend will change this year, because if it not, we will see more and more dramatic events, and it's in the era of more stronger and more capable artificial intelligence. Of course, it's not the best configuration for this thing to appear. So I stream every day at starting from 11 Pacific time, 11 p.m. Pacific time. So join my streams, but also you can leave any comment and we will start with it on the next stream. Okay, have a good day.